tells us a lot about our spiritual progress. As a person, not necessarily to other people because other people can't see what we feel, but how we deal with the pain that we encounter in life shows us a lot about who we are, how far we've come, what we can accept, how we can accept things in the future, how we can grow and achieve greater levels of acceptance of circumstances that may be beyond our control. Now, I've dealt with many different kinds of pain, and whether it be schizophrenia, addiction, losing people, losing pets recently, or in the process of, and all these different things have been a preparation of experience. But the preparation of experience is not the whole factor. What I have tried to learn, what I've tried to understand about death has prepared me in ways that even these experiences haven't given me perspective on. Let me explain. The more I learn about death from spiritual texts, from texts all around the world, taking everything into consideration, the more that I see it for what it is, a transitory period. Not an ending, but a new beginning, with these small voids in between. No energy or matter is created or destroyed, and the same is true with spirit, the same is true with soul. Just because our brain forgets, that doesn't mean that we never lived another life, that we never existed in another form, and that our consciousness in past lives was completely lost. We can sense things from our past lives now. We can try and understand what our overall spiritual mission is, even from past lives into this one, but just by looking at the indicators in this life, as far as the karmic things we've had to deal with, as far as the karmas that we've created, and how they have a kind of lineage of events that we see in this life, which more than likely comes from past lives as well, as far as the different problems that we still haven't surmounted, whether it be addiction, whether it be anger, whether it be sadness, whether it be an inability to take responsibility. These things travel through lifetimes. They travel on the back of the spirit of the soul. The spirit is the life force, but the soul, it does travel on the back of the soul. And the spirit is something that transfers as well, though in a different process than reincarnation. Reincarnation is the transference of the soul, is the continuation of the soul through its lessons, life after life. And I found that studying what the soul is in many different societies, whether it be Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Asatru, the old gods, different magical texts about certain realms that are forgotten, like Islam, or certain beings of magic, like Hermes Trismegistus, and the Emerald Tablet, and Kabbalah, for instance, in Judaism. The Keys of Solomon. All of these things give us a hint of one ultimate truth about death, and that's something that we have to decide for ourselves, but we should take clues from everything. We should try to understand death as much as possible. We should try to understand pain as much as possible, because death is the end of a phase, but pain is what kind of encompasses our life up to death. Pain is that which is always present. Death is the all possibility, but pain is the always present, trying to teach us, trying to show us, trying to help us to learn. That's the purpose of pain. That's why it exists. And pain will lead us to the way of not being in pain, the way of bliss, the way of happiness, the way of contentment. And we have to search as far and wide as we can in order to find understandings about death, because that's the end of the phase, but also understandings about pain. How we can conquer it, how we can understand it, how we can, instead of fearing it, we can use it, and use it to evolve ourselves as a soul, not just in this lifetime, but in future lifetimes. We must use pain. We must understand it, and we must not crave it, but when it does happen, we have to use it. It's a very potent material. It is a material that can transform the landscape of our soul, just like a volcano does an island. And we are indeed islands on this grand ocean of existence, every soul. And ultimately, we are connected islands, because no island just floats. It's connected underneath the ocean. The ocean is kind of both time, illusion, and the nature of the self. That which divides us is the original purpose of why we are divided. we are divided to try and work towards the same goal that we started with, the same whole that we started with. But because all these experiences are happening, because there's a reason they have to happen, and that is because we have to experience ourselves. The one whole that we're all going to be a part of once again, and that we were before, will have much experience of itself by all of its different parts coming back home. So we have to use pain. Use it, make use of it, understand it. So this has been a video about pain and how we should use it, how we can use it, and how it can transform us. Thank you very much for watching, and y'all have a great day.